Evening and welcome to the January 17th meeting of the Board of Selectmen. If everybody would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, welcome, and for those that are here in the room and those that might be tuning in, we have no public hearings this evening. Any announcements from the board? Gary?
No announcements.
Mike?
No.
David?
I do not this week.
That's pretty clear.
And I'm all set, so let's move on. Additions or deletions to the agenda. Only one deletion, we do not have an appointment with Christine this evening, so
And our committee person too.
yes, and we will delete 9A as well. So we have an appointment tonight with our new contract deputy, Steve Gould.
Yes.
Step up to the mic and introduce yourself.
You hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Steve Gould. I started with the sheriff's office here just a couple months ago. Came here from, my last department I worked for was Kennebec County. Before that I worked for a small town, Livermore Falls, up in Androscoggin County, Franklin County line. I was there for 7 years before I went to Kennebec, so I got about, give or take, 9 years in full-time law enforcement experience, and then I worked about 5 years part-time before that. Worked a little bit in dispatch, worked for the fire department for a little while, done a little bit of everything public service related aside from like the medical field. And yeah, just looking forward to the opportunity and so far it's been a warm welcome to the community, and looking forward to it.
Nice.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Why don't you give them a number, anybody who's watching this on TV, how to get a hold of you, or just give them
It'd be
a reminder.
324-1111 is the number for dispatch, extension 1, and then forgive me, I don't have my cards with me. I don't remember my voicemail extension right off the top of my head. But basically, if they just give my name, then they can get through to me or the other contract deputy that's on or whatever. But yeah, 324-1111 is the number of dispatch. And that's the easiest way to get in touch with us.
well, good. We certainly welcome you, and hopefully you'll get to know a bunch of folks within the community, if you haven't already.
Have you got lost in Lake Arrowhead yet?
I wouldn't say lost, maybe disoriented.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
You can go in there without GPS.
Right.
Well, that's good. Well, again, welcome. Any questions from the board?
How long have you been on patrol, Waterboro?
I've been in the contract position since, was it the 2nd of January, so a few weeks, 2-3 weeks.
So you're still getting your feet wet in it?
Yeah.
Found all the nooks and crannies around the lake?
Working on it, yeah.
Plenty of those.
Yeah.
Plenty of those.
Of course, the first week or so was still kind of doing some follow-ups with cases that I had from, lingering over
Sure.
from before, so.
Yeah.
Still now just kind of getting everything cleared up and
Yeah.
focusing really more on what I'm doing now, so.
Super.
Can I get a ride along?
Sure.
He might tell you what to do, though.
No.
You should.
I couldn't do it, because I'd get out of the car and do something and do wrong.
Let's do a ride along.
Well, again, welcome. And I know that Wayne has been coming in on occasion. What we would ask is kind of get just an update from you, one of you two guys, once a month. And that's really all we ask is, I know Matt has a meeting once a month with the sheriff, or at least chief deputy and whatnot. So welcome to the town, and
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We would hope that there's a relationship that's being developed, and and whatnot with the business community and folks that need services, so.
I guess that's the only other thing I would say is I'm always open to anybody that has any comments, suggestions, concerns, if they want to know, why something was handled a certain way or anything like that. Obviously, they can reach out to a supervisor or anything like that, but I'm open to those conversations as well if anybody has any questions or.
Good. Appreciate it.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Steve.
Thanks.
Thanks, Steve.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. Any public comment? Correspondence, we do have the treasurer's report, we have the motor vehicle report. We also have the contract deputies monthly report for month of December. Find that in your packet.
That was kind of interesting this month, the
Yeah.
amount of calls and troubles that they got around town.
Yeah. We did get notified by DOT, the TIF district has been approved by, I guess, is it Heather Johnson or?
From the Department of
Whatever
Economic Community Development.
Department of Community Development. It'll become effective, I believe, July 1st. So if anybody's interested in reviewing that, please give us a holler, or if you have any other, want to see any of the other thing, I believe all of them should be on the website in the packet. Reports and staff initiatives, Selectmen's reports. Dwayne, anything?
Nothing this week.
Okay. David?
Same.
Mike?
Well, we're still looking for people to sit on the road review committee. We did not have a meeting this past month because there was really nothing on the agenda, and
Okay.
those roads had been shut down for the winter, have been shut down, and there wasn't much to talk about. So if people have concerns about the roads, reach out to the Public Works Director or myself, and we'll put it on the agenda and be heard and reviewed.
Okay. Anything else, Mike?
No?
Gary?
I've had some calls regarding the hours at the transfer station. Not being there on Sundays is kind of paralyzing some people because that's kind of like the only day they had. And somebody actually asked, why can't they just be open for like 1 to 4 for just household trash, not the whole gamut? I don't know. Just something that I figured I'd put out there if that's possible. We just need a couple of employees for something like that, where you don't have to run. Somebody's coming in with a load of shingles. No, just get back to trash for the common household stuff.
Yeah. Well, the latter part of us being open Sundays, that's all we took,
Yeah.
was household trash. So we can have that conversation certainly as we launch into budget season and
Okay.
and whatnot, with Josh and Matt and Jason.
Help was our biggest problem. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And,
Likewise everywhere.
So
Yeah.
that's why that was changed from
Yeah.
Sunday, and they gotta understand that unless they're working 12 or 15 hours a day during the week, it is open in the evening a couple nights a week
Right,
now,
yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
one and Saturday, so.
Sure.
And it was a hard time pulling the contents.
Okay.
The boxes out and in on a Sunday.
Yeah,
It was
true.
half full on Saturday afternoon.
And they couldn't haul them on Sunday, correct?
Yeah,
Can't all
the
Sundays.
Eco Main's not open Sundays.
Money-wise
Yeah.
and help was the biggest two reasons that.
Sure.
Giving people an actual weekend off too.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're working Saturdays.
Yeah.
That was key to retaining help.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do that.
Doesn't mean that we can't take another look at it.
Sure,
We'll
yeah.
do that.
Good idea during
Okay.
budget discussions.
Anything else, Gary?
No, all set, thank you.
Okay, and I'm set as well, so, Matt?
Just a couple things for you. We sent out the request that you had asked about for map 3, lot 55. I think it's maybe on the agenda under correspondence as well. We did get 3 letters back from abutters, 2 from West Road and 1 from the corner of Middle Road and Scooter. that expressed interest in that, so that you have that information. You should have also the property tax card with you in your packet. Last week, we met with Superintendent Dr. Stephen M.R.S.A. and the business manager Colin Walsh regarding the request to the school for voting. The board was set to have a discussion on January 11th. Unfortunately, we were notified the day after that the school board took no action on the request, which is unfortunate because we just don't have the facility and location here. So essentially that leaves us with only being allowed to use the school for presidential and gubernatorial elections. At the meeting we did, it was a possibility that the school board may have voted to eliminate all voting at the school altogether. Again, it's unfortunate because we don't have the space here, and we're not in a similar size as the other communities in the district. We've been working for several months looking at options to implement a more efficient way to process payroll and manage our employee records. Recently, we partnered with Paychecks Incorporated. The company provides payroll and HR software online, which we'll begin to use once we are set up. So Dave Lowe and Laura Fish have been working with that company to upload data and documents so that we can make a transition to that. And you already talked about the TIF, so I'm good right now. Thank you.
Okay?
I had a follow-up question, Matt.
Yep.
What about discussing with the school district the use of Waterboro Elementary to vote? It's my understanding, and I could be totally misled, but at Line School, I believe those towns have an agreement with Line School to be able to use that school for elections and town business.
We asked for elementary school, middle school, high school.
Not even open to that?
We asked for any or all.
Well,
They were leaning towards the middle school as being the location they'd like to move us to, because they can separate the gymnasium area off. But
Did they give a concrete reason why they don't want to allow it after all these years?
so we've really been out of there other than for presidential and gubernatorial, except for last year when there was no school. So we were able to slide in for the June elections. Because they can't close the school because they have to have similar days as other districts. They cited they don't want to interfere with the educational time for the students and safety of the children while there are people coming to vote during the day. The traffic.
Yeah, one of the other pressing issues is that M.R.S.A East, which 5 or 6 years ago was not used much
yeah,
during
it
the
is
day.
being used, I get that.
It's now being utilized for pre-K and
Different
a
programs.
number
There's a whole bunch
of
things in
different
there.
programs. So many more students are there. But I came out of that meeting thinking that they would shift us to the middle school here. But there's
One would think they would want a working relationship with the towns, but
It's just a further separation of the school system from the towns that it actually serves.
yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
just
Bedford
curious.
does it, they use the Steve White Gymnasium, I think, might actually be the Tiger Gymnasium. Bedford High School.
Thornton does it too.
Thornton does it. So I mean, I don't see it, this is a legitimate reason. Their reasons as legit. There are definitely concerns that we'd have to address while we're there, but I don't see why they can't be addressed with presence of certain people. And the other question, well, the question I have is Waterboro Elementary School. Who paid to build that elementary school? Was it the school system or was it the town of Waterboro
was a district.
district?
It's certain state, but
And we didn't have a problem with whatever building. We were wide open to that.
Right.
We've
Yeah.
offered to make sure that we have contract deputies there, and we'll hire additional if need be.
I
To
thought,
fulfill those requests.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when I went there for the last election, I felt like it was very safe. And it's coming from a teacher's perspective. I felt like it was very safe. I didn't see wanderers. There were doors that closed off the school from the gymnasium. There was a clear flow of traffic. There was officer presence there. It didn't seem abusive to me
No.
as far as using the facility. So
Yep.
it's too bad. It's really too bad because schools need to be part of the community, and the community needs to support the schools. And it's a back and forth. It's just a further removal from.
And for the taxpayers to know that the majority of our taxes in town go to the school district.
Right.
And then we can't even use a building for election purposes, which is a public affair. I mean, it's just gonna cost taxpayers more money if we have to split up the wards and get double voting machines and the whole gamut.
And as if we can still find suitable locations that meet those requirements.
Correct, yeah, because you have everything.
But our own three elected school board members are not even sticking with us. They're not helping us at all.
Is that so?
And it's like,
That's sad.
you wonder where they are. But we're cutting a check for almost $1 million a month.
700.
This is 900 and something.
Yeah.
So, it adds up, and if we didn't have to cut quite so big a check, we probably could have our own building.
Yeah.
But we're spending 3/4 or better of our tax dollars.
Yeah.
The elderly are kicking in here,
Yeah,
and we can't
even use a building.
use it two days out of the year.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I'm also going to make an assumption, and correct me if I'm wrong, the school system does not pay taxes to the town for their property.
It's absolutely right.
Okay. So the town of Waterboro absorbs a lot more acreage of tax-free property for the school system than all the other surrounding towns as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
And we've
there's a
got-
lot of stuff that needs to be
We've
hashed
got
out.
5 major buildings
Prime
that belong
property
to
too.
said 57 that are sitting on our tax dollar.
Yeah, and it's premium property.
Premium, yeah. With water.
Yeah.
Your budget for this year is $10.1 million.
$10.1 million, and we can't even get the facility to rent for a day.
We'll keep.
We keep working at it,
We need
but-
to keep working at it, and
There's gotta be
we
more
can,
conversation that should,
But I don't think it's just said 57. This is happening throughout the state, so, you know,
Well, you know, the superintendent in Biddeford
maybe,
wants to work with the town. I know that for a fact. and sees that as
maybe, if we don't vote, we ain't got a place to vote for the school board budget, it may fail. We may not have to fund it anymore.
They revert back to last year's budget.
move
All
on.
right. Let's move on. Anything else, Matt?
That's it, thank you.
All right, we'll skip over 9A. We have a conversation tonight. Discuss vote to sign the authorization for lease purchase agreement for the ambulance. If you all recall, this went through last June's town meeting. So it's here to sign off on.
I'll make a motion to vote and sign the authorization lease for the purchase of the new ambulance. And we should take delivery of that maybe July or August of this year.
I believe it's going to be after the end of the fiscal year we're in now,
right.
but to lock in the interest rates, this is going to escrow the funds.
Right.
Yep.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion?
I'm gonna, you're okay? I'm gonna vote to support this. I think with the last budget process, it was sort of put in late in the process. I would have appreciated a little bit more foresight or just earlier in the process so we would know that we would be buying this. I see the need though. I get that point. And hopefully we get it sooner than later.
I think
Because everything's
probably,
coming later.
I think you can blame me for it getting in late, but knowing that we was gonna need it this coming year,
Yeah.
it had to be audited and we needed the townspeople's okay to do it, not to
Yeah.
buy it, but to get it first, an agreement signed, so.
And I voted for it in
That
the booth
was,
too, so.
How often do we change our ambulances out there?
We rotate the front line one back 5 years.
5 years?
And at 10 years, our newer of the two trucks right now is what, I don't know, was it since last Monday? Monday week, a little over a week now, transmissions failed.
Oh, well.
Is it one of the ambulances?
One of the ambulances, so we're still running on the older of the two ambulances, which is not much better than the other one.
What do they have for mileage?
Right around 100,000, thereabouts.
Wow.
One of them's got 80,000, the newer of the two has about 80,000 miles on it now.
Wow. Yeah. It's like a lot of,
So a lot of activity.
Last, what was that, last Friday during the storm?
Yeah,
There's one day they had 30-some calls that one day,
on that one, on the storm day.
on the storm day,
Yeah.
yeah. It was running
Are we
steady.
getting four-wheel drive too?
The new, the new one's gonna be four-wheel drive.
Good.
Oh, good.
And
That'd be nice.
the newer of the two we have now is four-wheel drive as well.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Any other
But
discussion?
they're doing a pretty
No.
good job with the help that they have over there.
Good.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. All right, we have a petition that has been filed and certified by the town clerk. And the petition was, should the town of Waterboro allow medical marijuana retail business to operate under main medical use of marijuana Act 22 M.R.S.A. Chapter 558-3. C, I'm sorry. If you pull, there's another sheet in front of you that has the Article 8 initiative as a referendum right out of the charter. So we just pulled out a sheet just so that everybody's highlighted. The petition has already been certified by the town clerk. So we have, this is the first regular meeting after that certification. So we now have, if you look at the back sheet, when a petition, compromise initiative or referendum has been certified as sufficient by the town clerk, the Board of Selectmen shall call a public hearing within 30 days from the date of filing of such petition with the town clerk. Within 30 days after such public hearing, the board shall call a special town meeting or shall schedule for the next annual meeting for the purpose of submitting to an initiative to the voters on the question of adopting the ordinance. So that's kind of where we are. We've got, I believe, she was certified last week, so the clock starts then. So probably have or could run a public hearing on the 7th, right? That's within the 30 days?
Yep.
She was just certified last week.
Yeah, just,
That would be,
yeah, just, you know, if you can just step out and find out what day she certified, because she sent me an email, but I don't have my email.
Isn't it? Let me see. She signed it at the bottom, at the back. Let me
Oh,
see.
it could be.
Oh, no. Okay, let me ask.
Yeah, just ask her what day she certified the petitions.
All we gotta do is make a motion to hold a public hearing at this point.
Right. And then.
Now, has this been sent to Natalie?
Well, it has to, under section 804, any and all proposed ordinances shall be examined by the attorney for the town before being submitted to the voters. So we would have to submit that to the voter, to Natalie before the June election.
Don't you think we ought to submit that
Yeah.
to Natalie
I would say
before the
we-
public hearing even? Because if there's all kinds of changes, it ain't gonna do any good to hold a public hearing and then
Right.
have to change,
So
hold another one,
I would
so.
suggest that we take two votes, one to send it to Natalie and one to set the public hearing.
I'll make a motion, while we're waiting for her, to send this to Natalie as soon as possible.
Second.
For sure.
All those in favor of sending it off to the legal counsel?
This week, yeah.
Okay, and then tentatively, we'll set February 7th is the public hearing. I would assume that after that public hearing, before the June referendum, we would have to have another public hearing, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
I mean, typically,
you're gonna go through your budget. and-
Right, right.
And that would be one of the public hearings that you'd have to have.
right, so
Along with your budget.
it doesn't say what the, it doesn't say what we do during that public hearing, other than propose the ordinance. Now, we could avoid
January 9th.
January 9th, so February 7th. Okay?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to have a public hearing February 7th.
Six
At 6
PM?
o'clock.
Okay.
Yep.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? We can avoid sending it to the, just so you know, we can avoid sending it to the voters if this board wants to affirm the ordinance after the public hearing by a vote, affirmative vote of the board.
Now,
You mean remake it an ordinance?
Yes.
Right.
Not understand that.
I feel that the townspeople voted on this by vote, and I don't feel that I, as a selectman, want to go against the townspeople's vote.
I agree with that, Dwayne. They just passed, well, this just passed, so let the voters speak, obviously, but I also, in my position, I just want to throw in there, just be careful what you wish for.
Yep.
But,
So you're saying that you'd rather it go to the townspeople to vote on, rather than us taking a vote?
Yes.
yes, that's what
And
I'm
that's what
saying.
you're saying as well?
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's have the public hearing, and then we will
We'll move on
include it
from
in
there.
the June referendum.
Yep.
Yeah, the only
That would make
other,
sense to
the
me.
only other thing is, if you don't want it, and you really want to stick your neck out, you can vote that down. If somebody can make a motion to approve it, and it defeats, we haven't got to send it to the townspeople. But I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a public hearing and go that
Right,
route.
let's have the public hearing.
Feel for it.
We would then have to add to, on the agenda, we will have to vote to add the referendum to the June.
Well, you'd have-
Now,
As
if
a warrant, we have
there's,
to vote for a warrant.
if there's a bunch of changes, and it's got to go back to the town
Right.
attorney, or planning board, or wherever, there may not be time enough to get that on the June
Yeah,
election.
30 days.
So that would have to go to November.
Call either special meeting or.
So- We can't change this right now, except the attorney.
We can change it,
We can.
yes. Right now, we can,
Within.
with the attorneys.
Good.
Let's see what comes back from you,
Yep.
okay?
If there's a lot of public saying that it ought to be changed to something different, then we can send it to the town attorney to get legal opinion, but could be changed coming out of a public hearing.
It's definitely worth listening to what.
But the attorney shall not materially change the meaning and intent of the ordinance.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all she's gonna do is
Tune it
just
tune
look
it to
at
the
it
town of Waterboro.
from a legal perspective. Can she defend that ordinance, right? Or can they defend that ordinance?
Yep.
I shouldn't say she,
We'll get that off to her.
okay?
Good.
Anything else on that? Let's go to continued discussion on 3 lot 55, you kind of
Still on that.
propose that, right?
I got 3 letters of interest.
So I would say that we would go back to them and say,
The three, well, realistically, we can make a motion to put that lot out to those 3 lots as a bid. Because this is a landlocked piece, the only one that can, anybody can own it, but they can't get to it, so.
Right.
It's gotta go to an abutter in order to make it a legal law. We don't know how we got it. And,
So all 3 abutters are interested?
There's more than 3.
Oh, there are.
there's
We said
five,
certified
there's
letters.
5,
There are 5.
but
but
3
3 have shown interest.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I mean, those 3 we can either do it to the all 5, send them a bid sheet, or just the 3 that have shown the interest. And that was the idea of putting this out to them all.
Do we have any idea what that is valued at?
So it's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
If you pull up the last sheet of the, sheet 27 of the, you will see that the town has it assessed at $31,000.
Okay.
It's what, 40-some acres?
47 acres.
47 acres, so
Landlocked.
But it's
it's
landlocked.
landlocked, yeah. And there's probably, this hasn't been cut since the 50s, so probably cuttable timber enough. Probably $40,000 worth of timber on it, so. But there's only 5 people that can get to it.
Yep.
There is some.
There is a big possibility that some of it's already been cut.
So I understand it correctly, we sent letters to all 5 and we only heard back from 3.
Doesn't mean the other 2 aren't interested.
Yeah.
They didn't choose to respond.
I'd say if there's only 5 of them, send it all 5 and say, here you go. They respond, they respond.
8 abutters.
8.
8.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, he's saying 8.
Just counting from the GIS mapping, it shows 8
As
parcels.
long as everybody has a chance, everybody that would have an interest in it has a chance to respond.
We gave them about a month. So we sent the letters out the day after, I think you made a motion,
Yeah.
and they were due on
So that
January
was a
12th.
few weeks ago.
First
Yeah.
of December,
Yeah,
So,
okay.
so
or December 9th.
I would entertain a motion to put.
One of the fellows has
to
shown
go out-
interest for the last 4 years or
To
so.
go out to the 8 property owners and ask for their best offer, right? Their bid.
When do you want the
Unless
bids
we
back?
ask the question, right?
When do you want the bids back?
I'm gonna say,
15th
a
February.
month or whatever.
Yeah, 30 days, like, you know. They should know whether or not they want to be involved.
By the 21st?
Works for
Whatever
me.
works for
Give it
the
Friday the
boss.
24th. That gives you a full week.
So everybody agree that we go out?
I agree.
I agree.
I do.
Yeah,
I'll make that a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Opposed?
What's the date that we
What was
chose?
the date you choose?
Did you say the 24th?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Oh,
It's coming to your
30
meeting, it's
days,
coming to your
so-
meeting though, correct?
Coming to you.
Yeah, but it will come to your meeting that night, so we can have it on the
Yeah,
agenda for the
yeah.
21st, if we do it the
Yeah.
21st.
Let's do the
Yes.
21st. That would make sense,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, yeah.
Close the bid 5 o'clock or noontime, whatever.
5 PM, sounds good.
Okay.
And then we'll make a decision either to accept or reject,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
We haven't got to sell it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've had it since the 60s.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, the only other thing that kind of is hanging is dedication of the town report.
I had a suggestion brought to me that we dedicate that to all of the passing residents of 2000, let's stop and think here, we're a year and a half behind here, so it was 2020, 1/22 is what
July
we're working.
1st, 21 to June 30th, 22.
All right.
Yeah. But we haven't got anything that stands out to speak of, and dedicated to all of them that passed away.
Yeah,
Just a
let's
thought.
just take a peek at that. Marina could give us a list of, out of vital records of,
I just got the report. I think there's 68 people that passed away during that time. Bob Gobill was one of them.
68.
January 22, he passed away.
All right. Let's at least put that on the agenda for next meeting, and
Okay.
we'll make a decision.
All right.
All right, discuss vote to approve the minutes of the January 3rd meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? We got the pending decision regarding the tax acquired properties that we're kind of holding off on because liens just are now going out for the past year, right? Anything you want on the next agenda, which is going to be 3 weeks from tonight? And let me know, authorization for lease purchase agreement for the ambulance. Please sign that. Other than that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you and good night.